right, one more popo out. This is Yaadie Hands. We're back with our stream. We're having a lot of connectivity issues. You're saying that it is buffering. We don't have any control over that right now, but we're sorry about that. We're in the Crossroads area. We've been out from 9 o'clock this morning, covering areas of Kingston and St. Andrew. We've been through sections of New Kingston. We've been South Camp Road, Windward Road, the Palisados, the waterfront, and trust me, the water down there and the water at the Palisados, the ocean, them not pretty. Them not pretty. When I said no go look, you can just look back at the other videos that we've done and see what down there is like. It is highly unlikely that we'll make it back down there. The situation down there is becoming quite dangerous. The water at the waterfront is over the barrier, and when we passed this morning, there were some leaves in the road, but now we've seen that a limb has actually come down from that tree, so the breeze has been picking up. Alright, so we have signs swaying in the wind. We've passed down billboards as well, and we passed that down light post at the entrance to BOJ downtown. Alright, so we're now at the intersection of Old Hope Road and Oxford Road in New Kingston, and we're just taking you on this journey across the corporate area of Kingston and St. Andrew. There are still a few motorists out, and on our journey we also saw, all right, one more popo keeping us safe, doing their patrols. We also saw a few residents out on the street in Raytown and along South Camp Road, I guess just coming out to see. And while we were at the Palisados, quite a few people were there coming out to see where the ocean are going with. Now I hope I know everybody is hunkered down. We will be hunkering down soon. We hope everybody is in a secure place and have all your supplies on hand. There goes another popo. The police has been very active since we've been out this morning. We have observed that, and we want to thank them for staying out for us. I mean, they have families too, and we pray for them, keep them in your prayers as they try to keep the rest of us safe. All right, so now we are traveling along Old Hope Road. We're heading to Barbican, Sovereign Barbican, Ligani direction. There's a little rain coming, a little drizzle. People on this side of the road coming out to see what is happening. This gas station is, I'm not even sure if it's closed. It looks like it's closed. The pumps have been covered. Alright, these are trees that were cut, not yet taken up. Hopefully they stay right there until this thing has passed. Ruby's gas station on our right, closed. So see, the wind is picking up a little. See the trees swaying. And if you take a look at the sky, you can see many shades of gray. There's a little peak of sunshine somewhere right there, but don't be fooled by that. Do not be fooled. The rains are coming, the storm is coming. Alright, that might have been the same vehicle that passed us earlier, not sure. Alright, what's happening over here at this gas station? Is it still open? Yeah. yes, the Texaco gas station on Old Hope Road where the Popeyes is, it is still open. Quite a few motorists and the police officers are there in that line. So you have another opportunity if you are in this area or close by to fill up your tank in case you have not yet done so and you decide to. Alright, so we're up on a stoplight. Alright, and you can observe the trees around us swaying. There's a little breeze. Yes, and we are going to wait for the light to change. Here we go. Oh, what's happened here? Okay. Okay, we have a fence down right there beside Beverly. We have a downed billboard. Still traveling along Old Hope Road, headed to Ligani, Barbican, Sovereign. We can still see the tops of the hills ahead of us, so we can conclude that there's no rain up there either. Normally if there was rain, it would be gray just merging with the sky, but we can see the top of those hills. We're still on Old Hope Road. All right, Popo, very, very, very active. In the description of this video, we are going to be posting the link for the emergency shelters across the island, as well as the parish emergency numbers that have been posted by ODPEM. Total Energies ahead of us, closed. Matter of fact, this was closed from yesterday afternoon. When we came out yesterday at about 2-3 o'clock, it was already closed. Tasty, closed, shuttered. Mothers, locked. Everywhere in this area is locked. The gate to the plaza is locked. Rubis gas station, Old Hope Road, sorry, locked.
Embassy.
Of course the embassy is locked.
Northside Jerk Center.
Northside Jerk Center, no jerk chicken for nobody today. Alright, there are a couple residents here.
Standpipe.
Looking around, this is a standpipe area, sorry. No cars to park today from the embassy. Lock, lock, lock. Alright. So we're about to enter Hope Road.
Yeah, and Old Hope Road going Papi direction. We have to go past them.
Okay, so the driver said we're going Papine direction and we're gonna head through Hope Pass just to see what happened in that section. So we're bringing you coverage of the impact of Hurricane Melissa so far in the Kingston and St. Andrew area. You are tuned into Yaadie Hands, and we want to know what is happening in your neck of the woods during this hurricane. Do you still have power? Do you still have internet? Do you still have piped water? What is happening? What is the breeze doing? How are the buildings? What's happening in your community? We want to know. So please drop it in the comments so we can inform the rest of Jamaica. We will be out here with you for as long as it is safe to do so, for as long as we have the internet connection and our phones can recharge at the same pace to keep up with us. All right. If there's an area of Kingston that you'd like to see, let us know. We will see if we can venture there. Our intent right now is to go into the Papine area, Hope Pastures. We want to take another check back down to Benson Gully and what the other one name?
Charlton.
And Charlton Gully. Yes, we visited yesterday. There was nothing much to report at that time. All right, so now we see fallen trees in this area. All right, you can see the trees swaying in the breeze. A little breeze is picking up, and it has really been intermittent. The breeze has been on and off, up and down between last night and this morning. Sometimes there are strong gusts and then it just dies down. We'll be out here with you as long as it's safe to do so. We don't want to go too far from our base because we need to be able to get back safely, or else we won't be able to bring you any more coverage. Our intent, as soon as this is over, is to come back out and show you really what might have taken place overnight. It is 10:55 a.m. in Jamaica. It is October 28th, Tuesday. We have been anxiously waiting for Miss Melissa. You know, the timeline has shifted so many times on us. So by now, no one has any excuse not to be prepared, not to be ready, because we have had more than adequate warning and time to put plans in place. All right, so just a few down branches from the tree in the roundabout. So if you observe the skies, it's a grey blanket across Kingston and St. Andrew. Don't be fooled if you see a little glimmer of what appears to be sun in the sky. Do not be fooled. You look at the trees. You look at the trees. Look at them. Look at them. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your comments. And we will continue to bring you this content for as long as it's safe for us to be out here. We don't want you tuning into fake news and following information that will put you in danger. For example, there are persons posting videos of Kingston being flooded out, New Kingston being flooded out, and it's not true. And in case somebody needs to move and this is their route that they have to go through, they will stay in place and put themselves in danger, thinking that going out would be dangerous. So please, people, this is from posting the fake news. This is not the time for it. It might have its time and place, but this is definitely not the time and place for that. We're now going down Whitcomb Road. We're still in the Mona area. We're still in Hope Pasture. Yes, the driver knows the geography better than me. So earlier, if you're just joining us, we actually went to the Palisados and we stepped out to show you close-up footage of the ocean, so you can go back. You can go back and look at that. There was a downed wire a while ago that we just passed. And we also brought you footage of the waterfront downtown, and the water is already coming over the barriers there. It's not a safe place to be. And we do not have it in mind to venture back down there for today. That's why we want to bring you coverage that is real, that you can trust. We have to do so in a safe manner. All right, so there's debris on the road from falling leaves. That tire, I guess, was being used to patch that hole. It has lost its place. A few motorists still out on the road, and we have encountered a lot of police vehicles that are out. The police are out doing their work. So we trust that just in case we have to, leave our home to another place of safety, that they will have the capability to protect our possessions while they try to protect our lives. Another downed tree.
Barbican.
All right, we're on Barbican Road. Watch that. All right, and the rain is coming down a little bit. Don't mind that little glimmer that you see in the sky that look clear. Do not be fooled. The hurricane is coming. The oceans told us that this morning. For anybody who don't believe it will come, go back and look on the two videos that we did earlier. I think it's the last one. The last one where you would see the waterfront downtown, and the one before that where you will see the Palisados, and you will have no doubt about whether or not this thing is real. It is as real as this video that you're watching. Where are we heading, driver?
We're still heading down Barbican Road.
Okay, where are we headed?
Trying to make our way to Charlton or Benson Gully.
Alright, so we're trying to make our way to Charlton Gully or Benson Gully, depending on where the driver chooses to drive. And we'll see what is happening in those two spots.
Charlton Gully is bad, Benson Gully is bad, Charlton Gully is about the same.
Alright, the driver said if we see one, we've seen them both. Alright, so this is what I was talking about, the rubbish. So we'll get back to that. The driver says if we've seen one, we've seen both gullies, because if one is inundated, so is the other. So people, if you put garbage on the roadside and the truck never come to pick it up, what are they gonna do? If you still can, here's another down billboard, yeah. So the wind had its number up here. If you can get back outside safely and take back the rubbish inside, please do it for the safety of your community and the people who is going to be affected when it washes downstream in the heavy rain, right? Or seems like this gas station is still open. Is it? No, it's not open. There are cars parked there, maybe for safety, but it's not opened. For the safety of our neighbors, please take your rubbish up. Our authorities have tried their best to do the garbage collection. Yesterday while we were out, we saw a garbage truck collecting, doing their last rounds. But of course, they need to hunker down too. The staff also need to be safe. So let us just look out for each other right now. Okay, so these cars are apparently just here for safety, away from falling debris and tree and so on. So the gas station nor the tire shop is in operation right now.
Of course, I need to go back to New Kingston. Change of mind, I'm not going to New Kingston.
All right, so the driver said we're headed back to New Kingston for now. And here we are passing another police unit. And they're, I guess, checking in on these residents. Checking in on these residents over here. Oh, and they're having quite... oh, they're having a dance. Okay. That's right. Some people celebrating. Don't know if they think it's over yet, but they're good. And they're coming. Oh, there. All right. Okay. This is real Jamaica, right? This is Jamaica. No other Jamaica. You won't see this anywhere else. All right, so we're going to be headed to New Kingston and then back in this direction. Please stay with us. All right. So we're going to take it from New Kingston to East Kings House Road.
Barbican, it's not New Kingston.
Oh, I thought you were saying we're coming back. All right, talk, driver.
We are now in Barbican, heading back to New Kingston. Continuing the journey. Journey continues.
All right. Yeah, so in Barbican a while ago, there was a group of residents having a party, and they were they were happy to show you that they were in good spirits. This is Jamaica. We don't make nothing bother with too tough, So though we are mentally prepared and physically prepared, we don't let it depress us to say it's what we're anticipating. We're try our best to always be in high spirits. We are very resilient. And we hope that we can bounce back from this very soon. And we hope that the damage is not too catastrophic. And let's remember to keep each other in prayer. This is Yaadie Hands again. We're bringing you coverage of the effects, the impact of Hurricane Melissa across the parish of Kingston and St. Andrew. We've been out from 9 o'clock this morning. We've had some challenges, keeping our live stream up with internet connectivity. But please continue to stay with us. Thank you for your patience. For those of you who have stuck around, and we are here bringing you credible information that you can trust. It is real. What you're seeing is not made up, and you can trust this information. We are on Lady Musgrave Road. The rain is coming down a bit and the wind is picking up too. Alright, and another police officer doing their rounds. We did pass a gas station earlier that was opened on Old Hope Road at Texaco. So just in case you need to fill up, they are still open as we speak now. Some other motorists are out here with us. We're not alone. This is Lady Musgrave Road. And we have some downed tree limbs ahead of us. Alright, it is clear that the wind did a number right here. And this would have been last night's wind. Okay, and the street lights ahead of us are out, not working. So we take caution as we cross. Same for the one ahead of us. Street light is out.
Street lights at Fairway.
This is at the intersection of Fairway and Lady Musgrave Road. Or that's Argyle and Lady Musgrave Road.
Also at Seaview Avenue and Lady Musgrave Road.
Yes, the stoplight when we passed earlier, the intersection of Seaview Avenue and Lady Musgrave Road, that light was also out. Please exercise caution if you are driving around Kingston. We do have a couple stoplights that are down. This one is working. This is Trafalgar and Lady Musgrave intersection. All right, so we're making a short stop. We are on, what is name? Worthington Terrace. We're gonna just step out of the car for a tiny brief moment. The driver needs to stretch his leg a little, and we'll just show you just the sky and the trees in this area. So the driver will be back in a short little while. All right. And we are not alone here either. All right, you should be able to hear. You should be able to hear that wind. And the rain is drizzling. Oh, there is also a downed wire right here. I didn't even see it. Wow. Yes, there's a downed wire right here. You can see it, yeah. And we are not alone. This is Worthington Terrace in New Kingston. We've made a short stop because the driver needs to stretch his leg. This is Yaadie Hunt. We are carrying you coverage of Hurricane Melissa's impact across the corporate area, Kingston and St. Andrew. This is our base, so we're not venturing out. Earlier this morning, we covered the Palisados. We went out of our vehicle. We showed you the raging water. We also went to the waterfront downtown, and the water was already coming over the barriers there. So we are encouraging every Jamaican to exercise extreme caution as we go out today. Now we know that there are other parishes who are experiencing this a lot worse than us in Kingston. We are really empathizing with them, and we pray that things are really not too bad and that they will be able to recover, and more than all, that they will be able to stay safe. Our intention is to head up to Benson Gully, which we went to yesterday, and to see what changes have been made there, if there is any change in the water levels or the debris in the gully. And we also want to see, well, or Charlton Gully, the driver said, if you see one, you see both of them. Whatever is happening in one is likely to be the same in the other. We don't want to go too far from base because we need to be able to get back home, just in the case we have to run from this thing. On this channel, we bring you only real videos, no made up things, no fake, no AIs, nothing like that. All right, so please stay tuned to us as we go across this city. We also want to know what is happening in your neck of the woods. Which parish are you in? Which community in that parish? How is your community faring off? Do you still have electricity, running water? Is your internet still up? Earlier we had internet connectivity issues and we had to restart our stream several times. But we hope that we can stay connected because we really want you to see what is happening out here. The driver has gone to stretch his legs and we're waiting on the driver to come back so we can continue this journey with you. So we ask you to sit tight with us. All right, so I'm going to take a little walk up the street to just show you the nursery here on this street. It has been, of course, locked from last week, Thursday, when the government ordered all schools closed. And it is completely buttoned up tight. Every window is buttoned down, and they have made sure they've taken every necessary precaution that when this is all over, life can return to normal. All right, so the street is pretty quiet right now. Since we've been out, we have seen quite a number of police vehicles. They have been out in their numbers, patrolling, trying to keep us safe. And we hope they'll be able to remain safe as they try to protect us. Do you hear that wind? I hope you can hear it. It is singing. Yes, you hear it? All right, one downed wire, as I said before. If you watch, you can see the clouds just moving across the sky. The wind is pushing these clouds. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to stand still so you can see the wind just pushing the clouds. Can you see them moving? Yeah. Don't be fooled by that little patch of clear. It's not clear at all. Hurricane is coming for us and the sky is pretty dark. pretty dark. You can see that palm tree swaying in the wind right there, and you can hear the wind behind us. These are the skies of Kingston. Alright, we are getting back in. The driver is ready. Where we headed, driver?
To Waterloo, Mega Mart.
Alright, so we're headed.
And mommy
What?
turn on the rear again.
We're headed to Waterloo Road, past Mega Mart and upwards. Going to see what's happening in that gully, either Benson Gully or Charlton Gully, so you can know what's happening around you. If you're pleased with our content, do like the channel, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the information with your friends and relatives so they can keep up to date. You're tuned into Yaadie Hands. Alright, so on our channel you can find several playlists. One of them is Chronicles of the Driver. So wherever we travel around this island, we bring you footage, show you what is happening in real time, real life across Jamaica. We don't pretty up anything here. We don't try to make it look like what it is not. No fake. It's all real. Jamaica as it is. Authentic. Alright, and we're on the move. So sometimes the wind gets strong and then it dies down, so it is not consistent. We haven't had any consistent rainfall since morning either. It's really just drizzles here and there. The rain has not come down. We've been out since 9 a.m. this morning, so there are several other streams that we've done earlier this morning, so you can go back and see what we covered. We went from New Kingston, headed to South Camp Road, Raytown, Harborview direction, the Palisados. We went to the waterfront and we brought you images, footage of what the ocean looks like in those two areas, and it was bad. I imagine that it is no worse. Alright, so we're on Trafalgar Road, gas station, Texaco gas station. This one has been locked from yesterday, all battened down. And everywhere on Knutsford Boulevard was closed since yesterday. Alright, so we're going to show you what it looks like today. Not expecting anywhere to be opened. Okay. This is Knutsford Boulevard. No tasty. Nothing to eat here. Okay, so there's one change here. Yesterday, when we passed, one of the food trucks that is normally in this area, it was still there. It has now been taken up, we imagine, for safety. So that's one change we've observed along this boulevard so far. And there's a police vehicle ahead of us again, doing their patrol. This is New Kingston. If you're drinking coffee today, it has to be the one in your cupboard because Starbucks is locked. Pizza Hut, locked. Island Grill, locked. Juicy Patties, locked. Okay, a lot of leaves in the road here. Sandbags. And we're on Trinidad Terrace, so we turned off of Knutsford Boulevard onto Trinidad Terrace. We're gonna make a right turn onto St. Lucia, onto Grenada Avenue. All right, and Knutsford Express. The gates are open, but ain't no bus moving today. All right, so if you gotta move, it is not by this means.
Over the other hands.
But yes, driver say you can move with your other hand, so follow us. That is how you'll get around today. We're turning left onto Dumfries Road. We're still in New Kingston. Okay, one maga dog on the road. Making a right turn onto Holborn Road. The skies are pretty dark. Minimal wind and just a drizzle of rain. We're bringing you coverage of the impact of Hurricane Melissa across the corporate area of Kingston and St. Andrew. We want to keep you informed so you can make the best decisions, and we will be here with you for as long as it's safe for us to do so and as long as we have connectivity. And we're about to turn onto Trafalgar Road, and then we head to Waterloo Road. Waiting on our stoplight to change. There are several lights that we passed along the way this morning that were not working. We expect others to be out as the situation deteriorates. So if you're out on the road, please exercise caution when you come up on a light that may not be working. Yes, we're not come out here if we get no ticket today. We have enough troubles with this hurricane, so we will wait on the lights to change. We did observe a motorist yesterday running a red light. Didn't think it was necessary. I mean, the weather was okay, but to each his own. This is the intersection of Trafalgar and Hope Road. Popeye's Krispy Kremes, Devon House you can find along this stretch, and further up Fontana Pharmacy, and they've all been closed since yesterday actually. We still see a few taxis on the road. So there are still some drivers offering transportation services. This is Jamaica. We always bring it down to the wire. The drivers always bring it down to the wire. But I hope we're all keeping our safety in mind, because the money is not worth it at all. All right, we're at this intersection of Waterloo and South Avenue. And when we came here yesterday alongside, we did observe a crane that was still up. The minister had appealed to the contractors to take those cranes down, and as we're passing now, we can still see that crane is up. I imagine it won't be taken down again since it hasn't been taken down yet. And ahead of us, we can see NSWMA still collecting rubbish along the roadside. That's very commendable of them. So the government services are still out working to ensure as best as they can that we are safe. That's Fontana over there. So lockdown. And every vehicle out here right now seems to be driving with their hazard lights on, because we're not going too fast. The road is wet. All right. So here we have the trucks picking up debris. They have stopped. Okay, and they're also gonna chop. Yes, that gentleman has a machete in his hand. He's going to chop up the limb that has fallen and get it onto that truck. All right. There's a mango tree, a whole heap of mango drop off. And we just passed a down sign. Alright, so stay with us. We're bringing you coverage of the impact of Hurricane Melissa across the corporate area of Kingston and St. Andrew. We were out yesterday and the day before, and we continue to go around to show you what is happening around us. Last night was intermittent wind, sometimes very strong, sometimes not so bad. And there was rain last night in Kingston, but not too much to do much damage, and we're thankful for that. We know that in other parishes it was not so well with them, and we do empathize with them, and our prayers are with them, and we hope that they can continue to remain safe as much as is possible. And let us look out for our neighbors where we can, as long as it's not at the risk of lives.
Stop right at the intersection of Shuttered Road and Upper Waterloo South.
All right, so we're at the intersection of Shuttered Road and Upper Waterloo Road, and the stoplight there is out.
So the stoplight that's Shuttered and Branston Road.
And yes, as we turn that corner, there's another stoplight that intersects Branston Road and Shuttered Road, and it is also out. So motorists, please exercise caution. It is now 11:33 a.m. It is Tuesday, October 28th, and we are giving you coverage of Hurricane Melissa across the corporate area of Kingston and St. Andrew. You are tuned into Yaadie Hands. If you are pleased with the content that we are producing, please subscribe to the channel. Please like our video and share it with others so they can remain informed. We're turning on to Charlton Road now. That takes us to Charlton Gully. We'll see if there have been any changes in the gully since yesterday when we came here. And of course, Charlton Avenue we turned on to. Correction, Charlton Avenue. Yes, the driver is in the background telling me because he knows the geography better than I do. And of course, we are approaching with extreme caution. It is our intent to venture out after this has passed to see what is the real aftermath of Hurricane Melissa in Kingston and St. Andrew. We passed one downed light post this morning at the entrance of the Bank of Jamaica downtown. It's the only one that we've seen so far. But with the rains continuing and the ground so heavily saturated, you know, it's possible that there may be others in the aftermath of the hurricane. Alright, so those Akis will go to waste, unfortunately. Tree is down on the side of the road here. And we are on the approach to Charlton Gully. Alright, let's see. Alright. It is murky. Water not yet high. Definitely heavier than what we saw yesterday. And there are three men standing and looking at it. And we're going to take a quick drive through. That is the water rushing down. That definitely was not the case yesterday. And those limbs that were in there, they've either been picked up by the garbage truck or they've washed down the gully. Alright, so Charlton Gully is not yet inundated, not as bad as it could have been. And the driver did say if we see Charlton Gully, we also see Benson Gully. Are we still going to Benson Gully, driver? No, so we're not going to Benson Gully. So just imagine that Benson Gully is looking the same as Charlton Gully. Alright, so I think we're driving along Hillman Road. Yes. You see that tree there swaying. You see the palms. Yes, that's the wind doing its number. And we're exiting Hillman Road onto Constant Spring Road. And you can tell that the wind is heavy, you know, because if you look up into the sky at the clouds, you can see that the wind is actually pushing the clouds. This is outside, and you should be able to hear that wind since we've put the window down. Right. pedestrians on these streets. This is the first bus we've seen from morning. Public transportation is still out though. We've actually passed a couple of taxis. We're making our way to the community of Maryvale. Down to Red Hills Road, onto Elizabeth first, and then down to Red Hills Road. Security companies out. There now on Elizabeth, heading to Red Hills Road. So while we got some wind and rain last night in Kingston, we do not see where much damage has been done. I think the worst we've seen is heading downtown, because of course they are closer to the ocean, so the breeze would be a little stronger. So we saw a lot of palm leaves in the road along the stretch that leads in onto where is that on? That leads onto Manly Boulevard. Yes, and we saw one downed light post at the entrance of the Bank of Jamaica downtown. Gas station to our right is closed, of course. Probably the one on Halfway Tree at World Tron is still open. And we are now on Red Hills Road. The hills ahead of us, the tops are beginning to merge with the color of the sky, so we can tell that there is rain ahead. The wind has picked up again. We're going to make a left turn onto Red Hills Boulevard. And our destination is Mollines Road. Let's see what is happening in that community. You're tuned into Yaadie Hands. We're bringing you coverage of the impact of Hurricane Melissa across the Kingston and St. Andrew corporate area. We've been out from 2 days ago, bringing you coverage so you can have real information, no fake news here. Anything you see is as real as this hurricane that we're covering. So we ask you to stay tuned. If you are pleased with our content, do subscribe to the channel and share the information with your friends and family. Check up on your friends and family. Ensure that they are safe. In the description of this video, we will be linking the list to the shelters, the emergency shelters across the island, as well as the emergency numbers posted by ODPEM for each parish, just in case you do need to reach out for help.
Down Woodhaven. We are now exiting Woodhaven onto Mullines.
All right, so the driver says we're exiting Woodhaven onto Mullines Road. All right, and we're going to see what's happening in the Mullines community. On our channel, feel free to peruse our playlist. Chronicles of the Driver is one where, as we travel across Jamaica, we will capture for you and show real footage of everyday life across Jamaica. That the things that make Jamaica, the things that make Jamaica real. Alright, and we are entering the Huenden community as I speak. Other playlists on our channel, we also feature Jamaican entrepreneurs and philanthropists who are really making their mark on the local scene. Philanthropists who are specifically gearing their activities towards social development in Jamaica. And we feature those stories so we can know each other, we can know where to find certain services and goods that we produce right here in Jamaica, so we can spend our resources, spend our money first a yard before we go foreign, go look for what we want, and we can support our local economy in that way. So we're still traveling along Mullines Road. Okay. Oh, and you can see the road right well dig up. So this part is going to be very bumpy. What's that in the road? Oh. We also want to know what is happening in your neck of the woods if you are facing this storm in Jamaica. What is happening in your community? Do you still have electricity? Are power lines down? Do you still have running water in your pipes? Is there any area that has been flooded? Have persons had to leave their homes to go seek shelter? What is happening? We want to know, we want to know, we want to know. So we can see if we can bring you some, we can get you some help. driver?
Still traveling along Malines Road.
Still traveling along Malines Road. Alright, we see sandbags at the entrance of this establishment, protecting against floodwaters. Alright, so there's one downed. Oh, this is the bus stop. Okay, the entire bus stop is down right here, collapsed along Malines Road. And we're up on a stoplight, and this one is working. Oh wow, the Texaco gas station on our right is dead. Is what? Oh, this gas station was closed. Oh, out of service for a while, but oh. Let the driver tell you what is happening here.
Alright, so the Texaco gas station at the intersection of Walton Park, Malines Road. Well, all the zinc that they put up to hide what is happening inside there is now down, so you can see that there's no development that is taking place as yet. We thought they were doing rehabilitation, but obviously they are doing nothing, and so Melissa shows us that nothing is inside there as yet except dog barking. Well, I am still continuing my journey along Malines Road.
See another downboard there, and garbage piled high on the side of the road. Guess the authorities did not get to pick up those. Still traveling along Malines Road. We've been out on the road since 9 a.m. this morning, giving you coverage across Kingston and St. Andrew, so you can see the impact of Hurricane Melissa across the corporate area. We are tuned into Yaadie hands, and we hope to continue bringing you coverage for as long as it is safe to do so, and as long as we have connectivity to do so. Please let us know what's happening in your community across the island. In the description of this video, we will be linking the list of emergency shelters across the island, as well as the emergency numbers for each parish, as have been posted by ODPEM. We're continuing our journey along Malines Road. This morning we visited the Palisados, and we also visited the waterfront downtown, so you can go look back at those videos. The waters were horrible, dirty, high, raging, miserable, angry, cross, and we may not go back down there. Unlikely that we will, based on the conditions that we saw, because while we try to bring you this coverage, our safety comes first. And we hope that you have already been tucked in and safe, and you are ready to brace for the worst of what is yet to come.
We are at the intersection of North Odeon, Eastwood Park.
Alright, so we're at the intersection of Eastwood Park Road and
North Odeon.
North Odeon Road. Ahead of us is the transport center, the Jamaica Urban Transit Company Transport Center. This has been closed since yesterday actually, because the government service has been pulled from that time. If you do need to get around, yeah, we still see a few taxis on the road. One just went ahead of us. If you do need to get around, it would have to be by some other means, not the government transportation services in Kingston. And we're headed onto Half a Tree. Ahead of us is JN Bank, and it is completely shuttered, well secure. We're in Half a Tree Square, the National Commercial Bank, shuttered. And the clock is telling us it's time, it's time, it's time. Not sure what time it's saying. Is it saying the right time? I don't know what time that is.
Clock is saying 13 minutes to 1.
Okay, the clock is saying 13 minutes to 1. That's definitely not the time. But we know what time it is. It is time to be safe. This is normally a very busy area, but of course, nothing is happening here today. Total Energies, gas station, locked. Rubis, locked, shuttered, tight. We do pass a few people on the road, just sitting around. I don't know if I want to say they're liming or they're just taking in the scenes like us. And we're up on another stoplight. Remember, not all the stoplights across the corporate area are working, so if you're out, exercise caution while you travel. So we're on Half a Tree Road. The stoplight at the intersection of Cargill Avenue and Half a Tree Road is not working. The Half a Tree Road Ruthven intersection stoplights not working. Which one is this now? Balmoral Half a Tree Road intersection stoplight not working. Please exercise caution if you're still out driving. That was a very deep hole. Alright, still along Half a Tree Road where it intersects with Chelsea Avenue. Those lights are also out. Exercise caution. We have some palm trees that have blown off in the road. And we're turning on to Oxford Road, Texaco gas station, locked. Alright, on our left is the Emancipation Park. You can see the breeze doing a number on the trees. Of course, the park is locked. There is also broken tree limbs, as you can see. Yes, a lot of broken limbs over there in the park. Oh wow, and the stoplight at the intersection of Oxford Road and Knutsford Boulevard is actually lying in the street. It is down on the ground. Oh wow, okay. Let's hope nobody was injured from that. Please exercise caution if you're still out driving around. All right, so we're making a turnaround right in front of the Pegasus Hotel. You see the breeze doing a number on the palms. Everybody face bend. Lots of leaves in the street. This is from breeze, last night's breeze. But truly no significant damage that we've observed so far across the city. We await to see what the rest of today and tonight will bring us. We hope for the best while we prepare for the worst. And our prayers are with the worst affected parishes and residents across the island. We wish everybody safety during this time, and our prayers are with everyone. You are still tuned to Yaadie Hands. We are back onto Oxford Road, and we're trying to bring you coverage across Kingston and St. Andrew, the corporate area, of the damage that Hurricane Melissa has brought to us. You can go back and look at our other videos that we've posted since morning. We've been out from 9 a.m. We have gone down to the Palisados. We have gone down to the waterfront. We have shown you what the ocean looks like. It is really angry. And if there was any doubt at all as to whether or not the storm was coming, the oceans tell the truth, and it says that we do have it here on our hands. There are still a few motorists out. We also observed a lot of police vehicles patrolling. As we went to the Harborview area, we saw police patrol, went downtown. For all the areas we've been in, they have been out doing their job. We wish them safety during this time. We've also observed security company personnel out. We have observed the garbage collection staff out with the machete chopping up tree limbs that have fallen on the roadside. So they are doing the best that they can to keep us all safe during this time. Alright, so we are now on Belmont Road. We turned off of Oxford Road, so we're in the heart of New Kingston. Alright, so this is Belmont Road, and this is the headquarters of the ruling government, the Jamaica Labour Party. Alright, this is the streets of Belmont. It's littered with fallen leaves and limbs. Alright, generators running over on this property, we can hear it. Allied Brokers on Belmont Road. Alright. Alright, so we are going to say goodbye for now. Thank you for staying with us. Do join us later again. If you have not yet subscribed, do subscribe to our channel. If you are pleased with our content, share it with your friends and family. Be safe. On this channel, we bring you nothing fake. This is as real as the storm that we're facing. Please stay with us, and we'll continue to bring you coverage as long as it is safe for us to do so and we have connectivity. So this is where we end our stream. Thank you for joining us. Peace out. Catch you later.